Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here that nobody dares say, as you know. That's why you tune in. You don't tune in to watch IFL where they're just nodding dogs, aren't they? Sat on fence, splinters in their arse, sticking knifing on talk sport, lads all day long, stirring pot. Think they've been found out now, haven't they? IFL, pop, pop, bang on that one. Right. Big John Fury and Tommy Fumbles. It looks like there's cracks in the relationship. Big John's come out and done a video or TikTok and he's saying, I don't want to work with Tommy and all them YouTubers. I don't want to work with them. Not here, not now, not ever. Pop, pop, bang. It looks like Big John's been squeezed out there by looks of it. Fell out with Tommy and Bricktop didn't have him at the USEC presser other day at Wembley with Tyson. It's not looking good for Big John from Fury Power. But have no fear. Big John is here. He's going to be the mayor of Manchester for year after year. Does anybody seriously think that if John Fury gets every travelling man in country to go vote for him, that they're actually going to pass it as him, the mayor? Can you imagine him sat down once a week with a meeting with Commissioner of Police for Manchester and Greater Manchester, and they're gonna talk about crime and punishment and what next and how they're gonna save Manchester. Oh my God! Could you imagine conversation? You'd be Big John there sat there going like that, growling, and the bit police there with their heads in bits. Ain't gonna happen. Will never happen. It is a PR stunt. If it's not a PR stunt, the man has lost his marbles. He's lost his marbles. It's unbelievable. Anyway, moving on. Bricktop and Adam Cattrall. What do I think about all that? Porky, what do you think about Bricktop and Adam Cattrall? Adam Cattrall never really did anything. He's been mouthing off for weeks. Adam Cattrall's in an awkward position there because it's probably a good gig that he's got, and he's a proper boxing lad. I like his partner in crime, is it? Nick Pete. I like them two. They don't seem to kiss ass and the boxing people, and I like that. And I think he were hijacked by Bricktop. And guess what? IFL TV. Come here, you. Can I have a chat with you while he's on IFL? I wish you'd have done that to me, Bricktop. I wish you'd have done that to me. I'd have given you it both barrels out my vile mouth. Let me tell you. What is Adam Cattrall supposed to do? We've got Tyson Fury saying he wants 500 million. Then he ain't going to fight. Then Usyk's never, ever going to get the fight. Then he wants 70-30. And look, we're going around in circles with it. And Bricktops, every single time, is agreeing with them. Because he's got to do, because they're his bread and butter. It's like that Spencer Brown. I don't think anybody will beat Tyson. They've never come close to beating him, and they never will. Male arselicker. Let me tell you this. John McDermott beat him. Walling beat him. Right? Cases can be made for this. Case can be made for Wilder beating him. A case can be made for him fouling Cunningham before he stops him on referee's blind side. A case can be made to say that he bottled the Vladimir rematch. He definitely bottled the original one that were offered him 4 years before after he beat Chisora, or at 3.5 years. After he beat Chisora for the first time, he could have had Vlad. You know, there's other fights he not took. He never took the Luis Ortiz fight. All them. So you're telling me he can't be beat, and you've just seen him nearly beat off Ngannou. One at judges had it to Ngannou. You know, and most at boxing public are saying it were either a draw or a win for Ngannou. They couldn't see a Fury win. But according to Spencer Brown, he can't be beat. Listen, Spencer Brown just wants to get paid like the rest of the lickers that are hanging around him. That's all. That's all. They just want to get paid like the rest of them. The tail's wagging the dog. What I mean by that is when the head fighter of the camp says, you know what, I'm not going to train today. I'm having a cheat day. I'm going to go for a beer. I deserve it. And everybody else nods and goes with him. That's the problem. Instead of somebody saying, you know what, this ain't right. If you're going to cheat and get away with it, you think you can do it all the time. Now, hopefully, penny's dropped for him this time. Penny has dropped, but it is what it is, isn't it? So, a bit like with Carl Froch when he fought Dale Westerman. You know, he got his Golf R and his house and all that, and he were burning up the village in Gedling. There's only so many times you can drive a brand new 6-cylinder petrol Golf, isn't there, up and down before you get fed up. And the Cobra learned his lesson, didn't he, off that Dale Westerman fight? Tyson, he's had plenty of lessons and he's got away with him all the time, but you can't keep masking over it. If you're going to fight every 10 months for the last 8 years, right, your tools are not sharp. You're just doing enough to get by, right? There's going to come a time where you get caught out. Adam Cattrall said his bit. It's his opinion. He'd done nothing wrong. He can only go on what's been said by Tyson and put out in the public domain. He didn't kick off because he's probably seen the relationship between TalkSport and Tyson Fury and Bricktop and all them. It's a bit fractured. So he didn't want to add to that because he's like just making his way in this sport. So I admire him for that, and he's got my respect, let me tell you this. But I don't respect Bricktop for doing that because you wouldn't do that to me, Bricktop. You can come on my channel anytime you want, Bricktop. I tell you what, Bricktop, you come on my channel and I'll give you a monkey £500 in Reddies. It's no to you, is it, Bricktop? It's a lot of dough to people where I live and me. I'll give you 500 quid to come on here, Bricktop, and I only want to ask you 7 questions. But I know I'll not be given that opportunity. But I also know them that do get you and interview you, they won't ask them questions, the ones I want to ask. That's why I can't get a press pass. Because I'm going to ask you proper questions like Eddie Hills, like Conor Benn. He won't go on TalkSport, will he? They all know, don't they? They're not going to go on there where people are going to put it to them. Like Joshua's not going to be keen to go on there. They all want it their own way. Everybody wants to be known as a roadman and a pound for pound. Soon as you say they're not, all hell breaks loose, doesn't it? Hey? Unbelievable. Somebody sent me something earlier. Malcolm X going on about AJ and boxer size Ben. Look, this is how I look at it, right? AJ can train with who he wants, right? He's still him in ring, innit? He can take as much information off anybody. You're not going to learn no at this stage at game anyway. It's still him in the ring, right? His problem, mental demons. If he had any balls about him and any pride, he said, you know what? Let me just get rid of this shower I've got around me. He'll crawl back on his hands and knees up there to EIS to McCracken and said, you know what? I got it wrong. So many people got in my head. I'm a young lad. I made mistakes. Can we start again? And go get a mental coach and let them hands go. But then again, people keep saying to me, oh, I wish, Porky, that AJ had let his hands go, you know, like he used to do. Since when has AJ let his hands go against anybody any good? It's all right knocking out, you know, Kevin Johnson's or Chubby Checker and, you know, Dorian Dart, people like that, and Matt Legg. Not that I'm having a go at Matt Legg or Dorian Dart or Kevin Johnson, but, you know, they're no great shakes in boxing, were they, against Olympic gold medalists? That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? So, look, it is what it is, isn't it? We know what we're seeing, don't we? He needs a mental coach. Let them hands go. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a plan until they get clipped. But it is what it is. Big Sean O'Hagan's come out begging for Wood Warrington fight, by the looks of it. Good luck with that one, Big Sean. But my advice to you is this. Stay silent and let them come to you. All right, if you've got something worth selling, they'll come to you. But the more you come out with begging bowl out, the less you're going to get. If you know anything about boxing and how Eddie Hills works. Take that as good advice, Sean O'Hagan. All right. So, that's about it, really. Nobody's mentioned anything to me about the Gary Sykes reply from the board. I've not heard from Julian regarding that, although we will speak in the next couple of days. Me and Julian, he's very busy at the moment. I think it's busier this time of year, isn't it, for greetings cards and all that kind of thing. That's what business he's in. Yeah, oh, Big John Fury's just come out and done another video. Let's have a look. Big John's come out 55 minutes, 10 kilometers he's done. 55 minutes. That's some going, that, you know. Dale Nichols, you're the man for this. I don't know how many miles was in 10 kilometers. I don't know. If it takes me 72 minutes to do 5 mile, how many kilometers is 5 mile? I don't know. I don't know. I know 6.2 mile is 10 kilometers. So if that's about 9 kilometers and I'm 70 odd 72 minutes. So I'm 17 minutes slower than John Fury, plus he's done another kilometer. I don't believe that. I'd have him a 10-kilometer race, John Fury. I won't be able to do it in one hit, but I'd have him a 10-kilometer. I don't believe he's done that in 55 minutes. John Fury's done 10 kilometers in 55 minutes flat. 55 minutes flat. Well, if it used to take Froch, right, 36 minutes to do 10 kilometers, I'm 72 for 9. 70 for, John Fury's 55 for. No, I'm not having that. I'll get my watch on tomorrow and I'll see what I do. 10 kilometers, 55 minutes for a man pushing 60. He's a fit bloke in with John Fury. If that's true, but have we got footage of this? Or is it just knackers? I don't know. Why didn't you say 100 kilometers? You know, like 100 and 0 on hard road, 100 by way of, and the £100,000 fight with Irish bare knuckle champion. 10 kilometers and 55 minutes. Kent, yeah, that's it. Kent, you're the runner in the team, Kent. 55 minutes for 10 kilometers. Is that good, Kent? Yes or no? Let me know. Answers on a postcard, pokeycorner@mail.com. All right. Peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. It's only boxing. And for those of you that are confused, the gentleman on the profile picture is Scooby Doo. All right. And he can't get a fight at the moment, Scooby. And he's 40-year-old. Can anybody help him? Go on. Peace out. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Booyaka! Oh, and can I just finish off on this? Flex. I forgot to mention you in this video, Flex. But don't you worry. I've got a Flex special coming out in the next few weeks. All for you. Full on production, Flex. All for you. Pop, pop, bang.